Hello, everybody. Today I am talking about Invasive and Invasive 2. Yep, I'm doing both. I'm gonna do the first one pretty quick, though, since if you're watching this, I assume you're mostly here for the second part. I'll try to make a shortcut so you can just skip right to the second one if that's what you want. Obviously, there are going to be spoilers. I'm going to spoil certain parts of the first one right now. If you're watching the second, well, it doesn't really matter because they spoil that too. I don't know the names of any of these characters. I haven't learned them. Um, I do like both of these movies, just so you know, if you just want a quick answer, yeah, I think they're both good. Especially for Tubi movies. They're good. In the first movie, the chick whose name I don't know. I don't know her name, like I said. I don't know any of them. The main actress, her and her gay friend break into some billionaire dude's house and try to squat there for a bit while he's away and just enjoy themselves. Obviously, they find out there's a sinister secret going on. What a fucking surprise. She finds this out first because she gets left alone. Yada, yada, yada. She gets captured, but not really because she gets put in an open room with another victim. She's not like handcuffed to anything for some fucking reason. You later see the couple come up from the basement where she's being held with a bunch of blood on their clothes, and you think, well, they must have been torturing her, but apparently they haven't because she looks just fine. She gets betrayed by her best friend in this movie, at least, which really makes no fucking sense. But there's quite a few little things in the first movie that just don't make any sense, really, when you think about it. They're minor things for the most part. Some of them, like the best friend thing, no. I think that was a bit too much. But whatever. First movie, I give it a 7 out of 10. Now to the second, the one you're probably here for. This movie is also good. I actually like it better than the first. This movie involves her and her dad, who she reconnects with, going on a vacation. You're obviously going to find out pretty quick if you didn't know for some weird reason that this was all an evil plot. Which is pretty fucking obvious, if you ask me. You're going to meet some characters. Some are super obvious in their connections to other characters. I'm obviously going to get into spoiler territory, so if you don't want to know anymore, you should probably just stop right now. There's an obnoxious woman there who I actually end up liking a lot more later on, but in the beginning, she's rather obnoxious. And it's pretty obvious from the get-go with the conversation that she has with the dad of the main character that she's the mother of the psychotic woman from the first movie. Pretty fucking obvious, right? What's not obvious is why she's there, which I still don't really get, to be completely honest, but whatever. You're obviously going to find out that the rest of these characters have also been invited for free because they have some kind of connection to everything that happens in the first movie. Except for one dude who turns out to be a fucking coke addict. I don't know their names, so, probably not a big deal that I bring these things up. Well, you're supposed to find out later on in the movie, once all the staff disappear, everyone's supposed to find out that they were invited, won a free trip. The dad obviously doesn't mention it to the daughter. She didn't even question how he got the trip there in the first place. There's a moment where the main actress is talking to this, we'll say the British chick, because that's just the best way to describe her from the get-go. And she mentions how expensive it is to stay there. And then literally, like, the moment she's asked how much it costs to stay there, she's like, oh, I don't know. I won this. I got a free trip. That should have been an instant red flag. But it wasn't. This movie has, like I said, a couple minor things like that, in my opinion, kind of a dead giveaway. But I get it. It is just a movie. You gotta do some things to keep the story going and help the audience stay invested in what's going on. Well, after all the staff disappears, everyone figures out it was free. They begin to try to find a way out of there. For some weird reason, some of them separate. One is the obnoxious woman. One is the coke addict. They both go their own separate way. The other 4 kind of stick together in groups of 2. You're going to have a moment where, I'm just going to say redneck dad. Looks like Larry the Cable Guy's cousin, perhaps. And British chick separate to work on this server. And our favorite cokehead just, I don't know. He has this fucking strange moment where it feels kind of out of nowhere that you find out that he's a cokehead. And I'm sure you can guess what happens next if you haven't seen it. I only bring up this part because I think it's kind of obvious who does you know what with our cokehead friend. If you've seen the movie, let me know. Did you think the person who was doing this was obvious? Well, obviously shit goes down. They think they're getting rescued. They find out they're not. It's the billionaire dad of Dexter from the first movie. And obviously he's there to enact his revenge. Not very complicated to figure out. They show him in like a trailer that she's watching on her phone in the very beginning. Very clear, this dude's going to be the bad guy from the get-go. He obviously comes in, does some stuff with some people. I won't say everything. They're trying to fight for their lives. There's a ridiculous-ass moment where dancing is involved, and it kind of felt like I was watching Daredevil for a moment. That moment right there, I don't know, made me lose a little bit more respect for the movie. I still think it's a good movie. I just think it would have been better had I not seen that dance scene in the movie. I'm not going to go any further into detail. I just wanted to bring up the dance scene that bad. It's got a couple little flaws here and there, but overall, good movie. I'd give it 8 out of 10. For a Tubi movie, it's up there. It's pretty good. And if you had to ask me if there's going to be a third one, the answer is yeah, there's definitely going to be a third one. Absolutely. 100%. I won't say that everyone dies, obviously. You don't need to know a lot about horror movies to know that not everybody's going to die in this. I don't really have a lot more to say about it right now since I don't really want to spoil everything. If you like the video, please click subscribe. Like the video. Help me out. Help me grow my channel. Let me know if you think there's going to be a third one. Do you agree with my score? Do you disagree? You think it's better or worse? If you want to spoil some shit in the comments, I'm not going to stop you, obviously. Hell, we can have a conversation about it if you'd like.